We had a simple idea: to bring excitement into your everyday. Healthy doesn't have to be boring. So come and get excited with us.
Ready. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. This is episode 5. I always say it like I don't know, but I think it's 5. So we've been busy. It's been a few weeks. Sorry for the delay. Went racing. What? That's what happened, wasn't it? Oh no, we haven't done the crack the can.
I was really confused. We went
Totally forgot about what we did.
Straight into that.
So I've been away racing, South Africa. Really good fun. Made it into the semi-finals, even though we had turbo issues. But sick weekend. We had some retail meetings out there, didn't we?
We did.
Which was pretty cool. The guys come and watch the race, fell in love with me, put up with Meg, and now we've got 2 retail listings.
Right, I think it was actually my smoozing throughout the day that got us the listing.
Potentially.
I was like top host.
Top host. So, this week's podcast is split up into, we're going to do a quick Q&A. Q&A? Q&A.
Oh my god, right, you can tell we haven't done a podcast for a while. I feel a bit rusty, do you? Let's just
break into this.
Right.
Reset. That's it. No.
Ready.
I thought we'd do a quick Q&A, a quick fire thing, just to get us warmed up, in the mood, ready to go. And then we're going to do, obviously you guys want to learn something, so that's the plan of this podcast. The first bit we're going to do is looking at export as a new brand, because I think we can touch on South Africa. Then we're going to fire into my Q&As. It's a busy podcast, this one.
Oh my gosh.
Meg's a passenger today.
Like, what? None of this was planned, by the way.
No.
So, okay, so we're going to talk about export?
Yes, but first we're going to do a quick fire and A. So, Megan.
Fire and A.
Listen to the fire and A.
Okay, go on then.
What have you done for the last 2 weeks? This is partly Meg's review.
My review? I'll give you a review.
Well, that's
in
the
a
point
minute.
of the fire and A. I do you, you do me. This
Wait,
heater's blowing on my feet.
Isn't
it's really
this
hot.
Q&A? Don't we have questions?
I was just getting us warmed up.
What, so...
She's lost it. Jed.
I don't think you ever had it.
Right, fine. So let's do a bit on export then. South Africa, we touched on it. Meg's obviously warm. She's ready to go.
I am ready.
What do we think of export as a new brand? You see lots of new brand pushing for export really early. We've waited quite a while to look at export. And obviously it's partly where I'm racing in these different countries across the world. It makes sense to meet retailers there. We've got a cool setup. We've got drinks, we've got lorries, fridges, fun cars. So it makes sense to bring them along for the ride and hopefully they have some excite with us. But yeah, I think, what do you think, export?
I think export's a really tricky one because when we first initially discussed it, I think I was really kind of put back and was a bit like, oh God, that seems really scary, really complicated to do. And I wasn't sure because I know how much we've done within the UK to like build a brand. I think when we first spoke about it, I was like, oh my God, well, how are we even gonna think about building a brand in another country where we're not even present or there, if that makes sense. But then it's not really like that, is it? It's a bit different because
I think I think you are right in what you say, where the building of the brand is probably the most tricky bit, where people fall into the trap too early of going to export too early. I think you can move there quickly to get some volume. Obviously, these countries are hungry for new products and especially British products. For whatever reason, maybe after Brexit, maybe not. We'll see. But I think, you've got to be careful that you can't control your brand there as well as you can in where your home country is. So you could go there and they could do the wrong things with the brand, advertise it in the wrong way, and that could obviously cause you big problems in the future. So you've got to be super careful, and I think that's the reason we stayed away from export originally, is we wanted to make sure whatever country we go into, we have a small little XITE team there that is part of XITE, and then they can control the distributors and the different elements in those countries to really shape the brand how we want.
Well, I think as well as although obviously different countries, different markets, different customer behaviours, etc. I think what was important is that we kind of got a rough template down of what, how we saw the inner workings of the business in the UK. which is then translatable into other countries with a smaller team.
It's like that. You can give them the brand blueprint, can't you, of how you want the brand to be portrayed,
exactly.
which I think is key. So export is starting for us. It's going to be quite exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
We're forming a little team in there in South Africa and a few other countries that I'm looking to race in next year. So all part of the fun.
Yeah, definitely.
So what we was meant to do before I went all
is
off,
our fire and A.
all off topic is my fire and A that you lovely viewers, all 5 of you, ask questions. So I think you pick questions because there's 3 pages of questions.
Oh, there's loads.
But some of them are business related, some of them are more racing related, but maybe do a mix so you can get involved. Don't just sit there. That's going to be racing questions.
What? I didn't hear you. You're mumbling. Okay, let's have a look. What, shall I do some that are relevant to you? First of all.
Just do a mix, isn't it?
Shall I do a mix?
Because what I said when you said I was mumbling is so if they're racing ones, you're not going to have too much to say about racing.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's cool.
So mix it up.
Okay. What made you think... Well, it says, what made you thought of creating XITE?
Brilliant. We've done this this was our first podcast.
I know, but someone might not
Go
have
back
watched
and
our
watch it.
first
You haven't
one.
watched. No, okay, we can do a quick one on that. What made us want to what, how, now, XITE? Is that the question? So I think the what, the how, the why. I think it was just we wanted, as we said in the first podcast, is I think we just wanted this better for you energy drink, didn't we? That was tasted great, had a cool brand that we could all be a part of and have fun with, and really build that excitement within this MPD category of healthy energy.
Yeah, I
think that hits the nail on the head. Anything else? I need to move this heater quickly. It's so hot.
Ooh. So, got a good one here, which is actually really good because things are a bit up in the air next year, aren't they? Will you be taking a step back from your racing career to focus on the brand?
I got asked this question. Yes. I don't know where that came from. It reminded me of I was about to go Kung Fu mode. No, I got asked this the other day, actually. Yesterday in that podcast I done for Screw It, Just Do It in London. Mm-hmm. Same sort of question. I think, I don't know. Next question.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't know. XITE's getting busy.
It is getting really busy.
Racing's getting busy.
Yeah.
Moving up the ladder. Like both, what do you do? Flip a coin. But no, I think the business is growing fast, and I think we're both passionate to grow it as fast and as quickly as we can now and really take a hold in this market. So I think, it's definitely going to take up more time. So maybe I'll do different things, different forms of racing. The FIA is obviously moving electric, so there's different options, and I know there's different new forms of motorsport coming out there electric. So got a meeting today actually with something that looks quite promising. Can't say a lot. It doesn't involve rallycross. So I think a lot of things are changing, so
see where it goes. Okay, here's a good one. Where do we see XITE in 1, 5 and 10 years?
You go.
So I think that the one thing I've learned is actually how quickly time goes. The fact that we've been doing this for a year and how far we've come and what we've been able to achieve. I know that I want XITE to be tenfold where it is now this time next year. Like, I want us to have progressed twice or 5 times as much as we did this year. In 2020. I think we've got great plans for that to happen. And then it's really hard to know from there. Like, I think for me, people work differently, but I look at the next year and then a little bit past that, but not really. Like, I'm not thinking about what XITE's doing in 5 years. I'm thinking about what it's doing now and next year.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think that makes sense. I think I'd maybe look a bit further ahead. which I think is probably sort of combines with the roles we do in XITE. But I think for me, the sort of 1 year plan is we're in it now and we're deep, like Meg said, and we're pushing on. We've got some cool plans next year. And I think we know what we need to get done next year. And then I think, third year for me, obviously I'm looking at export already with my racing, looking at different countries. Ooh, flicking light. Different, let me sort that out.
Oh no, this podcast.
It's just gone, this is, the lights don't want to perform.
No.
Meg's half awake.
So rude. Ollie's making weird noises that no one understands.
Like all things in life, turn it on and back on. Off and back on even. It's not the best day, is it, this, to be fair?
Right.
But we'll move on. Like we said last time, just do it. No, so what I was saying is, third year, obviously, we're looking for more international markets. I'm racing different countries, possibly in the USA and different places. So we're looking to assemble a few little XITE teams across the globe. That's my 5-year plan.
So where do you... Wait, actually, here's a really good question, because I'm not even sure, because obviously we're doing this together. We're together every single day, but we've actually never discussed, like, where do you actually see XITE in 5 years?
This is part of the 5-year plan, is to get further away from this office. And I'll be in the international office, and Megan will stay in the Bristol office.
Great. Oh, I like Bristol, so I don't mind staying here. Okay, cool. That was a good question.
Yeah, sorry it's not too detailed, but I think still in the stage, a lot happens so fast, it's really hard to see 5 years ahead.
Yeah, literally.
But we want to grow the brand, globally, and hopefully people can enjoy the product in different countries, and I think that's the ultimate goal.
Here's a good one, actually.
Okay.
Another good one, because it's really relevant to what we're doing at the moment.
Got some gems.
And that is... Well, someone's actually asked, how do you make the best taste? If I knew that...
It's long, yeah. I'll give you a job.
Literally.
It takes forever, doesn't it?
Oh, God. You'll never ever... Well, actually, we got one bit of advice, and I'll literally remember this for the rest of my life, when we first started, and it was, you are never going to get the best products taste right out the gate.
No.
And for me, I was like, yeah, of course we are. I don't know what you're talking about. We're going to do it. But lo and behold, we didn't. I think
6 failures later.
I think that it's really important to not rush the process. I think first time round, we really rushed it because we were excited. We wanted to get our brand out there straight away. We didn't really think too much actually into the taste of the product. It was more about the function side for us, but we rushed it. We were just like, yeah, great, done, on the shelf. And it was just such a
tasted good for 4 weeks.
Silly thing to do.
Yeah, I think we have learnt a lesson, haven't we? Because there may be a second flavour on the horizon, and we've spent a lot of time doing all sorts of variations, making sure plenty of people try it. People are still trying it now, so it's not quite decided.
Yeah.
But I think just time and a lot of sampling.
Yeah, definitely. But that's how you come to a consensus. Cause
maybe someone can win the new flavour. It's like it's super exclusive.
When?
I don't know. It's just an idea coming to my head in this very random podcast. But if you all subscribe, I'll send you a bottle.
Actually, yeah. If someone subscribes and puts in the comment section that they've subscribed, we could just do a generator, couldn't we? And just randomly pick one person. So comment. And
there's probably only going to be one of you that subscribes. So it's going to be super easy. The chance is, this isn't like the lottery. The chance of success is nearly 100%.
Basically.
You just need to subscribe.
It could be really cool, first glance at the new taste. But yeah, long story short, coming back to the question about taste, I think that it just takes a bit of time, development. Look at what other brands are doing, but don't copy them. Like, obviously, you get quite general flavors that people like, and you get ones that are a bit more abstract, which you take a risk on. Yeah. My advice would just be, well, don't always go with what everyone else is doing. because although it might seem safe, it's boring. And you're competing with 5 other brands who are doing that same flavour, like let's just say strawberry flavour or something like that.
Strawberry. I hate strawberries. What?
But yeah, I'd say just those points there.
Thank you for those points.
I can't hear a thing you're saying.
Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Keep the listeners engaged, all the viewers.
Okay. Oh, here's one for you. These are more motorsport questions for anyone that actually listens to us to learn about business. This is more rallycross stuff, but you might still be interested. Is the engine in your Mini actually a Mini engine?
No.
What kind of engine is it?
Special one. So complex to explain, I don't even know where to start. But no, it's custom made for the car.
Okay, cool. Right. Oh, how do you feel about advertising your brand through other drivers?
Something we've done a bit of, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We've done, actually, I think we've done maybe now recently a few more riders than drivers. Bikes, we've done a few of now, haven't we? But yeah, something we do, and it's something that obviously gets the brand out there, and it's cool engagement. Something we're probably moving away from slightly, just because I think we do a lot of branding in motorsport and different things, which is part of our roots in our heritage, especially within esports, which is where we want to grow more. Then I think we're looking more to lifestyle, so fitness, sort of lifestyle, sort of elements, dance. We've just done some videos with sort of pole vaulting, wasn't it? And then we've done one with gymnastics and things. So a bit of a mix. But yeah, motorsport is really cool because obviously it looks great, so it makes the brand look great, I guess.
Yeah.
Next.
I think, to be fair, they're all quite similar. Like, a lot of them are just asking about, what plans for next year. Oh, here we go. Probably the last question, if I'm honest.
It's nice to be honest.
The best highlight this year in the World Rallycross?
Best highlight, I think, probably Silverstone. Good race for us, wasn't it? I mean, we had the whole team there. We had the XITE team. Got into the semi-final, even though we sort of had a few things go wrong that weekend. And just a really good atmosphere, really good race for us, I think. Obviously, home turf. And, yeah, it was good fun. Weather was nice.
They're not doing any in the UK next year, though, are they?
No more Silverstone, which is disappointing, especially for us. Yeah. Which may change what we do next year. Who knows?
Cool.
Can't say too much. So I think it's a bit of a shorter one this week.
Yeah, and a bit of a random one.
Bit random. We touched on a few things there.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to, obviously, apparently the big hurdle for these things is if you get past 7 of these podcasts, you're on the way there. So we're on 5. Got to commit to 2 more.
Is that,
apparently
is
everyone gives up between now and the next 2. This is where we will stop or start.
Okay. So even though this was a bit of a weird one, please give us feedback. Let us know what you want to hear, what you want to listen to. If there's anything that we haven't quite touched upon or anything that we've lightly touched upon but you want to hear a bit more in detail, then please let us know. Yeah, so
I think we'll finish with a bit of what's coming up for XITE, what we're planning for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll sign off and go back to work. You go. What are you planning? I got many plans, but we need to know about your plans.
What, in terms of the company as a whole?
Well, next
no
couple
one wants
of weeks.
to hear about what I'm up to, personally.
No, mate. What are you up to for the next few weeks? What are you doing today? What's the plans?
Well, I think a big thing for us is we just sent out our new flavour sample boxes to buyers.
Fun.
So people are...
Black Friday. Discounts. Get on the discounts. Buy one, get one free. Get a free hat. What else do you get free?
Yeah, there is actually. We do have a really good promotion running on our website. It is Black Friday. You do get a free gift.
So boring. Ooh.
What's boring?
My headphones have cut out. Oh, back in. See, even this doesn't want to work this week. Just the way you said it, you're like, oh yeah, so we have Black Friday this week and we're going to sell you lots of goods at very low prices. Please come and shop now.
That's about the gist of it, though.
That is the gist of Black Friday. Although it's Black Week now. So it just goes on forever, doesn't it? It's a bit much, really. I'm only holding this so it works.
So yeah, main things coming up. New flavour. Black Friday this week. We've got, we've just actually got a new person on board, haven't we?
Yeah, lovely Dean.
Yeah, so
Sales.
Dean's joined our sales team. So gonna see what kind of relationships we can build there. Yeah. And then obviously it's Christmas, which it does kind of slow down a bit for us.
Weather.
Huh?
Weather, isn't it? Weather's not so good for drinks.
I don't think it's so much weather. I think it's I just
do you know where this is going to be the weirdest podcast ever? For those listening, obviously they're going to be like, what is going on?
Yeah, because they can't see.
They can't see all the chaos.
No.
Head to YouTube. Subscribe.
Yeah, so... And the camera's off.
The camera's just turned off.
So...
I think we just end it.
Sign
off? Do you know, I think Yeah.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Signing off, guys.
See you for podcast number 6.
Or not.
Or not.